Welcome to Wargroove. This is a map I made myself. This is going to be my entry for the Groove of War Thief map making contest. Now this map is an FFA map. It's extremely fun. I designed it to promote tons of chaos, and I'm going to go through each part of the map. And then, this is going to be a 3-part series. In part 2, you're going to see me team up with a Wargroove streamer to play through, to have some folks test my map in an actual full playthrough. Oh my god, it was so much fun. It's crazy. You're going to love this match. And then in part 3, I'm going to show you footage from my very impromptu, with no warning, live stream where I made this map. So you can see all the thought I put into it, what it was originally going to be, and how I built each piece and tweaked it, made it a little bit better, So let's talk about this map. In the center, you can see here, we have this little island and one hideout. Now this hideout is different from all the other hideouts on the map, like here and here. The reason is this hideout can make thieves and rifles. The other ones can't. I made the other ones so that they can't build anything. The reason is that everybody starts with a thief, but in order to make more, or in order to make a rifleman, you have to seize this island. Now doing that is really risky, because the island is in the middle of the map, so all 4 players can attack it. Also, there are no villages in the center of the map. It doesn't give you any money. So going for the island means you're not fighting to the left of your barracks, to the right of your barracks, or in the center mid-ring here. You're fighting on this island. Super risky to do. But if you can get a rifle, then you can be one of the only people who have a rifle. You know, you can get more thieves. So a lot of risk, a lot of reward. Then if we go to this mid-ring here, you can see it's a very open area, lots of plains and road, not too much terrain. This means knights and dragons will be really powerful. It's really, really dangerous, but there's a ton of income here, a ton of villages to fight over and take. So you gotta grab them, but you're at risk. Also, because of all the road and plains, you can build like ballistas and trebs here to maybe snipe an approaching knight or dragon. So it's really crazy, very berserky and bloodbathy, and it surrounds the island naturally. Then when we go further out, in the outside ring here, you've got everybody's bases. You have 2 racks, sure, but due to all this flagstone, you can't really get any wheeled units out unless you break these 2 gates. So you've got to break the gates and then get the wheeled units out here. Do that though, and then you can have a treb or a ballista. The river and the castle wall placement here and here makes it very difficult to reinforce to the left and to the right. To the left, sure, there are lots of villages, but it's kind of hard for you to get over there. And the right is where your stronghold is. You probably want to defend that because it's pretty exposed out here, and it's a little bit difficult to get troops from the barracks to your stronghold. So naturally, everybody is going to want to go counterclockwise, capture all these villages, right, all the way over here, and protect your stronghold with your troops. The catch is that your tower is over here, and if your opponent gets a mage over here, they can shut down your tower, so maybe you need to fight on the other side a little bit. Maybe you want to go clockwise to defend your tower and get a few villages over here. But wait, what about all the villages in the center? Maybe you want to go to the center and capture them. So you're forced to decide whether you want to fight to the left, to the right, in this mid-ring, or go for the center island. You have tons of options. Now the only stronghold you can really kill is not counterclockwise, but clockwise. You'd have to go clockwise to get to an exposed stronghold. That's the easiest thing for you to backdoor or snipe early on. Although, you know, if you get to the center, maybe you can deploy troops at another stronghold from there. Or maybe you can sneak around, because this map is huge. And there are some forests you could creep near your opponent's tower, shut it down with a mage, and then, like, get a thief in there, steal their racks, and take their production over. So you have so many crazy options on this map. I even put a lot of thought into the terrain, like over here. I was thinking, okay, so if you put any unit here and here, a knight can't crit anything or get past because of all the heavy terrain. The flagstone is carefully placed, so you can choke out air by capturing certain villages and putting units in certain spots. There aren't a ton of mountains. There are just enough to make the mountains really valuable because they give you a lot of vision. There are very heavy mountains right here by your base, But outside from that, it's really hard to defend these mountains. So sure, you could stick a dog on there, but how long is it going to survive, right? And then we have this engagement here where there's like this reef sea where you could put a merfolk there, and it can just threaten everything here and be invincible. Now these ports, they can build ballista ships and harpoons in the reefs, so they're pretty much invisible. The catch is, though, they can't really move, and you're blocking that space if you do it. The main purpose of these is to build merfolk, so that they can use these rivers to get either over here in this reef sea tile, where they're invisible and can defend this area and capture this this hideout, this village, or get them to the center where they can hide in all these reefs and threaten the center island, give you a little bit of vision, act as some emergency like range. So there's so many different things you can do on this map. Now, for the FTA counters, I went very, very, very heavy here on the FTA counters. Because there are so many different directions you can go, I didn't want player 1 to just be abusive, etc. So here's what we're doing. Player 1, of course, gets to move their commander first and gets the first builds, which means they'll be out the gate with their swords first, giving them first income, which is pretty big because you're income starved on this map to start. Everybody only has 100 gold a turn to start, and they start with an additional 100. Now, player 2 gets a dog. That they can send out, because after all, player 1 can build first, they can get swords out, so player 2 gets a dog that they can use to harass or get some free vision, even though their commander and builds, are a little bit delayed. Also, since everybody has a thief, I didn't want player 1 to be able to, thief blitz someone's stronghold, right? So you could use the dog to defend. Now, player 3. Player 3 also gets a dog like player 2, but it's moved up a little bit, so you can get it out more quickly. And finally, player 4. Player 4, you're last to move. Odds are P1 and P3 might have been, stealing your stuff. So to help you out, you get 2 dogs. That's right, 2 dogs. You can send one in either direction, or clump them together with your commander and go for an attack. So you're moving last, but you have that extra power. And again, because everyone's starting with 100 gold per turn, right? And you don't get additional income for a little while, it's kind of very, very, very powerful, this 300 gold worth of dogs that player 1 just doesn't have. So, player 4 can try to blitz player 1. It might not be the best idea because, player 1 will get the build first. They will get some economy before your dogs get over here, and then they can, fight back. Or player 4 can just, send dogs in either direction, watch, see what's going on. Will they focus on their own capture phase or charge the middle? So everybody has some power. Player 1 being first move, first build. Players 2 and 3 kind of a little bit more passive, but that utility dog, and they still move pretty early on. And player 4 with the double dog to make up for the difference. Very unusual FTA counters, but I like them. And so far, they've been pretty solid. Alright, so this is the map. It's called Isle of Thieves, and this is version 0.0. I'm still testing it, I'm still tweaking it, making sure there's nothing wrong with it before I submit it for the map contest. If you want to see how I made this map, and a full Fog FFA playthrough on this map, check out parts 2 and 3 of this 3-part video series. If you like map-making contests or Wargroove stuff in general, I highly recommend joining the Groove of War Discord. They've got this map-making contest open right now. It's running from June 13th all the way through July 10th. Groove of War Discord, I'll put the link for that in the description below. I'm really excited about it. I might make another map for that. I might make a second one. Alright, well, welcome to Wargroove. Thieves and Hideouts are awesome. This is a crazy game. And I'll also put the map code for this map in the description too, in case you want to play on it. Put any comments in the description below. That's all for now, and welcome to Wargroove.